Back with another chapter. I think I underestimated how much of a short nap I thought I was going to take, because I wanted to go live with this around like 3 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 8, but it's alright. I like the evening streams too, but I did want the afternoon stream to happen. I think I like those a little bit better. Yeah, I'm a little bit more lively when that happens, but slightly groggy, slightly out of it. I think that's gonna go away as we're reading the chapter, so it wouldn't matter anyway, because we got 1167. I did not read the title of last chapter. I got a glimpse at this one. I'm going to read it right now. It's called Ida's Son. What? And also, wait, hold on. There we go. Before I get my stream nuked. Let's put that on real quick. I almost forgot. I'm glad I looked at that. It's called Ida's Son. That's not what I expect. Is that Orangetown? Oh no, that's not Orangetown. Okay, this is I'm a fraud right now. I'm forgetting Nami's hometown. I'm forgetting Nami's hometown. What's her hometown called? Damn. I'm gonna look it up later, so I won't be a fraud anymore. But what was the last chapter called? I remember it being called New something. You know why I think I missed it? Because it must have been on the color page. I was too busy looking at everything going on in that color page and not enough of the chapter title. New Tales. That's what it was called. And also, the end of God Valley was happening. I had no thought in my mind to even think about looking at the title for some reason. Maybe I did, and I just had the worst memory ever known to mankind. But yeah, I wasn't looking at this. at all. Oh, everything that happened. Oh yeah, one thing that I want to mention. One thing that I want to mention. Where is it? The last known panel of the last known panel of rocks. Thanks for stopping me. Is he really dead? Where is he? Where is he? Where's rocks? Okay, so that was it. That was it right here. I guess that was it right about here. Yeah. This panel. This panel. This is the last known panel of rocks. Is he smiling or not? This is a really interesting thing right here. Because we know by now most, or all the D clan members that we've seen so far, when they are in the face of death, not even just dying, because we've seen him with Luffy before, before lightning struck Buggy, he got absolutely lucky and survived that incident. Where he smiles. All the D clan members smile in the face of death, not just when they die, but in the face of death. But here, it doesn't even seem like he's smiling. I think it would have been so apparent to see him smile. But here, Oda makes it so that it's ambiguous if he's smiling or not, and that is weird. That is very intriguing, you know. That here of all D clan members, he makes it so that this character, you just can't tell if they're smiling or not before they die. And it gave me one crazy idea that sparked in my head because I already have the thought that Blackbeard Teach his son has two different souls and he's carrying on not only his father's will but the will that his father carried, Davy D. Jones or Jones D. Davy or however you want to say it. Is he not smiling here because he is not truly dead because he could possibly be the second soul that has been theorized that is within Blackbeard? And there's also the three souls theory. Remember, Blackbeard has three skulls on his Jolly Roger and everything. There's always like the number three that's being mixed up with Blackbeard. He could get a third devil fruit. So maybe he has three souls in him. It's just his father's, and then Davy Jones. Could be that. But that's why I'm thinking that he isn't smiling, because he truly isn't dead. He truly isn't dead if he really is living on within his son Teach. Not just his will, but maybe his spirit. That's why he's just not smiling. So I wanted to say that we're getting out the way. Maybe he is smiling if we like enhance this if we enhance this really hard. But I don't know. Ida's son though. Ida's son. I'm thinking about My Hero now. Cause at first I'm like Ida. And I also might be a fraud for this. Ida, the Whitebeard crewmate? Or am I thinking about Ido? No, it's Ida, right? It's Ida. It's Ida, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Ida? Oh, I'm such a fraud. 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 It's Hiruden's mom. It's Hiruden's mom. So it's a Hiruden chapter. It's a Hiruden chapter. I'm such a fraud. I'm such a fraud. But let me. Ido is. No, it's not. No. Anime only character in Alabasta. Who's the gunslinger? What's his name? Wait. What is Okiku's? How do I know Okiku, but I don't know her brother. It's an E word, right? Iza. I think it's Iza. It's Iza. Yeah, I'm a fraud. I'm so sorry. Izo. I'm getting my E names mixed up, man. All right, yeah, Ida. Was it really Ida? I gotta reread this flashback. Then I'm such a fraud, man. Yeah, so this is the Hiruden chapter. That makes sense. we don't see the flash. Okay, that sounds like another flashback chapter then, which I'm happy and because I predicted it. Like we need more than that. I feel like the last chapter could have ended pretty well on its own. Like this could have been a good end to a flashback chapter, maybe. Or no, actually no, it couldn't have. It couldn't have. That would have been so insane if they left this on a cliffhanger like this, and we didn't get to see what Emu was planning after Harold made this move. So it's a good thing we're getting a Hiruden chapter. Probably some of the chapters gonna be dedicated to him. I still want to see what Teach and Eris are doing at this very moment in this flashback. So let's get into it. Sorry for the stall. Book says Fish Encyclopedia. Cover requests by Ideal Sanji. Maybe this was Sanji himself. Like he got a request that's related to Nami, even though she's not in this. But you know, it's her hometown, her sister, her caretaker, or like her guardian. A cat is scolded for stealing a book, but Gen and Nojiko aren't mad. Yeah, it's a little cat. It's a little cat with the bandana on. Look at the little thief. This guy in the back is mad though. He's the bookstore owner. He's like, "What are y'all doing? Y'all just chilling there watching the cat take the fish encyclopedia away?" Let's see this note though. Let's see this note. TCB are the goat. They are goats for using this all the time. This color, because this is the best color spread right here. There's no debate about that. This is the best one. Like, look how, oh my god, look how hard they all look, man. Like, you can't see the rest of them, but I mean, the most important ones in this color is Luffy and Robin. 8D audio. I'm really getting into this 8D audio. I love the feeling. I love that feeling of being enveloped in sound. I want to convert a room for it. 8D audio. I feel like that's something you can't look up. You have to experience in person. Like you can't look at a YouTube video of 8D audio really and get the full grasp of how that would sound. Cause you would actually need to be there to experience it in person. We starting off with a Morgan's panel? "5 years after God Valley. A post God Valley world. Hora Fukime. What does that mean? Hora. See, this is what. You know, I'm happy for Dawn Dusk and Luna Pian art for the translations and stuff post chapters and in the theory videos. But man, I wish I knew Japanese, because what does Horafukime even mean? It's hard to look that up in the romanized text and not get other results other than Japanese, because this is cooking me right now. I really wish I knew Japanese and like exactly what that meant. Hora Fukime. What does hora mean? And that sounds like an exclamation. That sounds like a Japanese like exclamation type of word. Okay, yeah, so it means look, see, hear. So look, and then Fukime, Fuki. What would Fuki mean? Is that Fuki? Yeah, that's a K. I'm pretty sure that's a K. So look something. Google's not helping me. Google is not helping me. Fuki, like I don't think Fukime. there's not many results on looking that up. So maybe that doesn't say Fukime. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna just wait for the. I'm gonna just wait and see if Luna PN translates that text at some point. They might. Who knows? But it seems too insignificant because they're like a background character. I could have sworn pirates were approaching off the shore. Everybody's scared. Or it's just this guy. Everybody. She's laughing. This character's laughing. He's also laughing. They're smiling. Post God Valley, like most people are a little more anxious of pirates, but you know what? Rocks died in that event, so maybe not. I could have sworn pirates were approaching up the shore. Morgan's like, you capper. Everybody else laughing and shit. But there was something huge and shadowy emerging from the mist behind them. Atodayo. We got a lot of Japanese text this chapter. I mean, most chapters have it, but like here, it's like off rip, first panel. What does he mean? 5 years after God Valley, there was something huge. There was something huge and shadowy emerging from the mist behind them. Like, that literally sounds like he's describing Imu. That literally sounds like he's describing Imu. Like Saturn Imu. Huh. Impel down. Whoa. Shiki? Shiki panel? Everything just went kaboom after that. Oh, they're retelling what went down on God Valley? Is he a slave then, or is he a pirate? He looks like a pirate. He looks like a former pirate. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know what's gonna happen. Oh my god. I know what's gonna happen. He is talking about Imu. This dude is talking about Imu. I know where this chapter is going right now. They were all on God Valley. They're like fodder pirates, right? They're talking about everything that they saw. He's talking to it about Morgans. They are spilling beans on God Valley. You do not want to do that. You don't want to do that. This character is dead. Next time we see this character, he's going to get shot dead by like world government agents or something. Or Emu themselves. They might pull up and take him out, vector arrow and everything. Because I'm thinking we're going to see a Shiki panel here in Impel Down. No, it's this dude. He's spilling the beans too. He's going to die. He's going to mysteriously die in prison. They're going to be like, what happened? Everything just went kaboom after that. Our ship was in ruins before we knew it. We were nothing but fish food. Sure wasn't a Sea King attack? No way. It was shaped like a human. They're all talking about Emu. They're all talking about Emu. They have to. You don't talk about Emu. They're dead. Both of these characters are dead, bro. Unless... Wait, the Florian Triangle, huh? Okay, transitional panel. Look at this character. You got a Dorito-shaped head and build. You are an interesting looking character. I'll give you that. Don't tell me you were in the infamous waters of the Florian Triangle. Fat chance we don't fish near that region. No one knows how to avoid it. Anyway, that monstrous thing was definitely human-like. They are all talking about Emu. Unless they're talking about Hyruden. But no, it's been 5 years. Hyruden still should be like very young. Oh, they're okay. They're not talking about Emu. No, that'll been crazy too. Okay, they're talking about Is it? It's like the Hyrodin. Maybe he grew up a lot faster than I'm thinking in those 5 years. Or this is Harold. But no, it's gotta be Harold. Look, there's no horns. But Hyrodin doesn't have horns either, right? So they're talking about Harold. I really thought they were talking about Emu. The way that we were talking about some shadowy figure emerging and stuff like that, I'm thinking it was Emu. That would have been crazy. Like if these were fodder pirates that got off of God Valley, that would have been insane. That would have been insane. Then they all end up mysteriously disappearing or they are found dead. That would have been insane. Would have been wicked, man. During this period, I almost said pyramid. During this period, a rumor began to circulate among the Grand Line countries. Only the Grand Line countries. This dude was putting up numbers in the Grand Line. I mean, he could have if he wanted to at any point, but like now he is. They said a monster lurked deep in the foggy seas, targeting pirate crews. Was Harold the first warlord? Was he the first privateer? This the narrator is cooking and the narrator is sparking ideas in my head right now. He's basically the first warlord here. Like he's cooperating with the government. He used to be like a giant warrior pirates captain basically. And now he's under the government. He is the first warlord. Like it's unofficially they probably didn't have that name back then. Who knows? We don't know yet. But this is this is like post God Valley. Only 5 years later, this is the first warlord. My dude Hyrodin. I keep saying Hyrodin. My dude Harold. Hornless Harold, man. The identity of that monster was none other than Harold. Few who sailed those waters had ever seen a giant with their own eyes. So to them, he was nothing less than the very embodiment of fear. He's cleaving ships like East Blue Mihawk. My goodness. My goodness me. Harold now worked in the shadows to back up the Navy as part of his atonement for the last 1,000 years of history. This dude was the first warlord. Look at this panel. I didn't curse. What the heck? What? Why are the captions? Yo, why are the captions lying on me like that? Alright, anyway. Meanwhile, the pirates who had gone their separate ways after God Valley. Yo, look at them! Who had gone their separate way after God Valley continued to rise in prominence. And over the next decade or so, each of them would peak. Each of them would peak to become a defining face of their generation. Oh! This is before Big Mom let herself go. She's still looking nice after 5 years. Yo, look at my dude Kaido too. You. Okay. And Newgate. You can't forget about Newgate, obviously. Wait, how many years until Roger and him clash in the Odin flashback? Wait, God. I am bad with trying to uh, take mental notes of the timeline. Ooh, who's that? Oh, that's Ochoku. Or I'm gonna keep saying Wangzhe. Wangzhe. Is it Wangzhe or Wangzhe? I don't know. It's hard to pronounce Chinese sometimes. Most of these pirates simply clashed over territory. How are you still out and about, bro? We don't see that Shiki, by the way, too. Like, what are you doing? I wonder. Oh, maybe he clashes. Oh wait, I think he clashes with Shiki here. Maybe before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shiki was like a tough battle. I remember that. Or it was a crazy battle. Like he had a fleet of ships. It was just Roger by himself, right? And then Roger was like, "Yo, let's do this, gang." That was tough. I need to see that. I want to see that fight, even if it's a short, like few panels or maybe pages. Hopefully, kind of want to see some more of that. Man, Captain John and what's his face, Ganzui? They're probably dead, right? At this point, they died somehow. We saw Captain John still alive after getting boogie bombed. Um, and he struck back at Ganzui, and Ganzui looked like they were, like he was also heavily injured. I wonder if they like made it off the island and died some other way. We don't know. It's kind of gray to figure out like what exactly happened to them. But enough about them. Forget about them. Why are we caring about them? We see the Oro Jackson. However, one crew broke through all the others and achieved a feat long believed impossible. They circumvented the entire world. They completed Nami's dream. I mean, of course, it's the Pirate King's crew, but they completed. I always love this ship, man. This ship is so awesome. It has that egg. It has that egg that looks like the same egg from Link's Awakening DX, where you gotta wake the windfish. Like I always found that a really cool detail on this ship. It has the lantern. I love ships that have like lanterns like this. Like it really gives off that fantasy ship design look. I love that. Even has the mermaids on the I don't know parts of ship names on the front side of the ship. I love that. Like this is a real pirate ship right here. This is a real scurvy looking pirate ship. Like it's so cool, man. I love Roger's whole vessel design. He has the stash, yeah, full stash. Yo, Buggy! Yo, no explanation to how they found Buggy. He's just already there. 5 year time jump in the flashback. We don't even get to see how they found Buggy. He's just already there. He's just like, they partying it up. Oh my god. They were held as the crew of the King of the Pirates, Gold Roger. Oh my god. Not yet though, not yet. Cause I still think they need to go to. They still need to go to the island during the Odin flashback. Cause I don't think it happens yet here, right? Um, and they still. What else? I still don't think they fought Shiki at the moment, did they? This is awesome, man. This is so awesome. And I'm wondering if this is pre huh. This is pre Chop Chop Fruit Buggy, right? Man, Buggy has such importance now, bro. I'm thinking to that Dawn Dust video where he was terrorizing like Buggy being the puppet face king of the world. That'll be so funny, man. But it would also make sense because he's been failing upwards on immense levels. Crocus is there too. Crocus is there too now. The public execution of the captured pirate king was meant to serve as a spectacle, a display of the world government's power. However, yeah, they fumbled with that one. Like they really thought they could shut things down. They cut. They cut to the iconic panel. And you know, every time I go back to chapter 1, I always think that they decapitated Roger. Cause even here, like when you see it, you could see like a dot right there on top of the platform. I always thought that was his head, like being cut off. You can go back to chapter 1. It always looked like that to me. But in the anime, the two executioners just stab Roger. So I was always thinking like maybe it's that, but maybe the anime doesn't want to show a beheading like that. Maybe I mean they Kaido did it to Orochi, but Orochi had regenerative powers with his devil fruit, so that's a little different. But I don't know. I guess they did stab him. Imagine what they did with his body. I'm pretty sure he never got a a perfect burial or anything. They just like threw him in the water or something after the execution. Like this is the government having ownership of his body at this point, doing whatever they want with it. You know, it's not like a situation where Whitebeard's crew managed to get Ace's body and give him a proper burial and made sure like the government, the Navy didn't have it. Like no, they have Roger. They have Roger here. So that's so sad, man. That's so sad. Like imagine what they just did to it afterwards. Like nothing to respect anything after his death. The world was plunged into even yo the dude jumping up in the air. There's two of them, bro. They so hype. The world was plunged into even greater turmoil as countless souls set out in pursuit of the vast treasure Roger left behind, the One Piece. Oh my god, this flashback. This might be this is up there for the greatest flashback. Oh my god. we get full on God Volley finally. And the end of it, I never thought we would see that until like after Elbaf or like in between the final war, whatever that would be. And then after God Valley, we get a recap of the first damn chapter. What? We get a recap of the first chapter during his execution. Like we've already seen this. We've seen this in the Odin flashback, but it's still hype seeing it again because this is literally like a redrawing of that panel from chapter 1. No one had anticipated the event of the Great Pirate Era. Yeah, these Marines are like, oh my god, what are we doing right now? Roger got us fighting for our lives now. Because you can imagine how many pirate crews were established on that day alone. On that day alone. And 20 years later, they're dealing with Luffy? Imagine you're a Marine grunt and you're dealing with all these fresh pirate crews just now being established because of what Roger said that day. And then it starts to die down a little bit, like 20 years later, and now you're dealing with this rubbery, goofy ass dude throwing punches at you that hurt like hell. Or you got a swordsman cutting you up in different ways. Or you got some cook putting his feet on you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, it must have been hard being a Marine at this time. It must have been so difficult, bro. Navy headquarters found itself caught off guard. As a result, more than 10 giant... Whoa, these must be non-Elbaf giants then, huh? Oh, Saul, we're gonna see a Saul panel? Hold on. Found itself caught. As a result, more than 10 giants were drafted into the Marines from all over the world in an effort to consolidate strength. During this, I see Emu. I see, Emu. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Let me just get to this panel real quick. I know you're staring. You're staring at me. I get it. I get it. During this stretch of time, Harold waited on the Navy hand and foot. Maybe no. Maybe these are Elbab giants. Like if Harold was cooperating, he probably. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But they don't look like They don't look like Elbab giants. They just look like giants from other islands. Harold waited on the Navy hand and foot. Did you see how huge he was? He's an ancient giant. I want to make him my. I didn't realize who was talking until I heard that. I want to make him my slave. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I'd like to see that. I like to see them actually act on that thought. See what happens when you try to make him a slave, bro. Just see what happens, bro. Cleave you in half. Atomize you with that sword. And that another time jump. Wait. So this was still 5 years ago. Now this 5 years after God Valley. Now this is 6 years after. Oh no. Okay, wait, no, wait. And that same year, that very same year. So it's the same year. And that very year, he was finally granted formal permission to visit the Holy Land. Oh, that's not Emu. Okay, I saw a giant shadowy figure and I thought it was Emu. No, okay, that's a shallow sea contract? Shallow sea contract? Look at the Goro say, bro. That is correct. Mercury. I'm gonna pay attention. I'm going to really pay attention and deep dive, hopefully, on these elder planets that are speaking right now in this conversation. Because Mercury is the first one that we see right now. Saturn is dead, so he doesn't have any importance in the present. We're gonna see some Mercury stuff, I'm sure, you know. So I gotta prep myself to what type of person he's going to be. What I'm forgetting what god he was, cause you know, yeah, like the finance god, the defense science god. I'm forgetting what Mercury is, but whatever it is, it's probably related to this contract. Consider yourself the right hand of the God's Knights. God's Steel. It is a great honor. You're on the wrong side, bro. Yeah, I know you're trying to make amends for the Giants' history, but you are really on the wrong side right now. I can't believe you're replying to something like this. I don't even, and you know, I don't even feel like Harold is trying to mask. He's masking. I don't think he's masking anything. I really think he's developed into this sort of character through trying to repair the image of his people. That he's gone to this level of just obedience, you know. Which I don't really think is necessary. I just don't. But if he makes too much of an enemy out of the world government, they could attack. But would it be enough? I'm not sure. Rox is already gone though, because it's too late. It's too late to even partner with anybody. Like all the big hitters are dead. They're long dead, you know. And you're not going to get any help from any of the crewmates from Rox because they're trying to do their own thing. So they would not want to partner up with you. You're really by yourself. And that sucks. Like he's all alone right now. He is isolated and he's vulnerable in this moment. And it really sucks because now we see where it all fell down. Like it almost feel like Emu waited for Roger and Rox to die so they could finally manipulate and ultimately kill Harold. There are three levels of this contract. The shallow sea contract is a more minor pact. The deep sea and the deep sea contracts are reserved for those who are bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals in the entire world receive that privilege. What do you mean by God? And that's right. He never went to God Valley, so he doesn't even know who Emu is. He doesn't even know who Emu is. What do you mean by God? Wait, let me reread this. There's different contracts too, other than the shallow sea contract. So he's like he's just scratching the surface. Like, you are just right hand of the God's Knights, God's Steel. And then wait, didn't somebody else have that title? Somebody else had that title during God Valley. I'm forgetting who it was. I gotta go back. God Steel, that's right. Was it Gunko? I think it was Gunko, right? Yeah, it was. There are three levels of contract. Shallow sea is a more minor pact. The deep sea and the deep sea contracts are reserved for those who are bound. Okay, that makes sense. All right. What do you mean by God? You will only come to know the greatest depths of this world on the day you become a full God Knight. Could Elbaf become a member nation then? On the day you become a full God Knight, you will know who Emu is. That is so. That's very important. I'm so glad that's been said and established. You only know Emu when you become a God Knight. So that means, and most of the God Knights have this regenerative ability that obviously is most likely has been bestowed upon them by Emu and their powers, similar to the Gorosei having the same abilities to regenerate. I feel like when you have that regenerative power blessed by Emu, when it gets taken away from you, like we saw with Saturn, you just die. You get skeletonized and you just die. So I'm thinking that's why you get to know who Emu is when you become a God Knight, because Emu is giving you that power that when they take away, you basically are out of this world and are gone and are dead. So it's like, yeah, you get to see who Emu is, but you best not spill the beans on who they are to anybody else that's outside of this contract only 13 individuals are on. Because if you do, Emu can probably hear you. They probably have a telepathic link when they give you that power when you're a God Knight. So if you rat, you're done for. You are absolutely out of there. Or if you just fail, like we saw with Saturn. Saturn failed. Crazy blunder in Egghead. He died for it. So I'm thinking that's what this is. This is why there are so many people. There are 13 people who know Emu. Most of them aren't even like real celestial dragons, like blood related. I want to see how they all came to become God Knights, especially Gunko, especially the character with horns on her head. Like, she doesn't look like she was a part of the 20 nations, Gunko specifically, because she has connections to Brooke. Brooke probably has connections to the God Knights, maybe, or something related to the world government. She could be Yorki's daughter. Like, this text is so interesting, and we're about to get more. Saturn's about to say something. Naturally, Harold, at that point the entire world would be clamoring to welcome you. I'm grateful for this opportunity to prove myself. Oh, he starts growing his beard. You think you're Roger, bro? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, bro? You're still not strong. I'll give you that. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. The Knight's Temple Shan Shangara or Shangara? Shangara, domain of the gods. This looks very. This architecture looks very like ancient Greek esque. I like that about Marijwa too. Marijwa, in terms of the design, has a lot of influences from different culture in terms of architecture. Like this doesn't look very Greece. Like it almost looks like they're in a cathedral. Kind of like these are stained glass windows, right, or something, or just the design of the walls. The castles look very. I want to say Gothic, I guess, but it also like cathedral esque in a way too. And then you have this area which is very Greek inspired. So I love the mesh of cultures whenever we get to different areas of the world. Look at Shamrock, young Shamrock, bro. Obviously he's a twin, so I'm gonna say it like yeah, he really does look like Shanks. What is the Great One planning? And he's the captain of the god of the Knights of God. Saint Garling. Oh man. Yo, Shamrock. Oh my god. You're gonna obey us even though you're king of Elbath? Oh, he's been waiting. He has been waiting to pull up to Elbath since this day. He's been waiting to pull up in present Elbath since this very day. Oh my goodness, man. Him, Shamrock. Oh my goodness, man. Of course, just say the word. Oh, he became such a dog, man. Oh my god, you're on the wrong side, dude. You're on the wrong side of history. You just don't know. This is so tragic. We'll keep a long distance transponder Snell on hand if we have need of you. You'll be free to travel the surface world, but you are forbidden to speak of our dealings. Understood. When do you start wearing glasses? Think you cool and shit. Fishman Island. 20 years ago, Fishman Island. What? What? We're halfway through the chapter. What? Ryugu Kingdom. Ho ho ho. Is that Neptune? Barahaha? Barahaha. Whose life is? They were friends. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time, Neptune. Me too, Paljamon. We both have our fair share of headaches, don't we? Do I need to reread Fishman Island? They got the music playing in the background too? We both have our fair share of headaches, don't we? Is this their first time meeting or like they haven't met up in a while? This is gonna be so important. Now he's talking about his son. Now we're getting Hyruden. To be honest, I didn't think your son. I don't think your son is that bad deep down. Oh, maybe he's talking about Loki. Let's not forget what your youth was like. They do know each other. They've been known each other. When you put it like that, I'm just being brutally honest. Anyway, did I tell you a fortune teller predicted I'd have a daughter in 4 years, Jamon? When the time is right, why don't we betroth Loki to my future? Loki and Shirahoshi was gonna be a thing? What? That would have been. I've been curious to see how that would have worked. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Loki's kind of chaotic, man. I feel like that personality would not fit well with Shirahoshi's. Now you're going too far. Cut it out. Yeah, Harold was not gonna allow that to happen. Maybe Harry, but I don't know about no Loki. Like what? Hey, don't write her off so fast. She's not gonna be any old mermaid. My daughter might well be born with a power no one else could hope to handle. And that would have been crazy too, because you have this powerhouse like Loki, you have Shirahoshi. Both of them both of them very important to the end game of One Piece, mind you, especially since we know who Shirahoshi is. And we know about Loki and his importance based on that Harley mural. We know everything about them. We know everything that's gonna happen, or not every little detail, but we know the broad strokes of exactly what's gonna go down in the end. Well, now that does sound like a perfect match. Let's have a toast. And he's agreeing. So maybe Loki was. Whoa. But obviously, Harold died. I think Harold might have died before he wanted to have Loki and Shirahoshi be married. So that never happened because of that, maybe. Here's to the futures of my mischievous troublemaker and your little Mosa Mosa. Don't call her that. She won't be. She won't be Shaggy? What does that mean? That same year, the Owl Library. Ooh. And Saw. Oh my god. This is post wow, okay. This is right when Saw got taken to Elbaf. Man, he's been waiting there for a while. He's been chilling on Elbaf for a while. He was like, I'm not going back out to the outside world, bro. I'm staying my ass here. Because if they find out that I'm alive, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Don't mention it. You're welcome to live freely here, Saul. Thanks a bunch. Actually, there's one thing like to I like to ask. What is it? If we get other learned folks on Elbaf to help, would you be willing to open a school here? He was the one who started it. He started it all. Look at this empty slate. A school, huh? That's a nice idea. 15 years ago. Fisher Tiger. Fisher. We get to see Fisher Tiger breaking slaves out. I don't think we've really seen everything he did there. We actually get to see how he did it. Because he was alone, bruh. I don't think he was that powerful. Maybe. I don't know. We haven't it's a feat of his, but we haven't seen exactly what happened and how he did it. If we see a couple of panels to a page of exactly the type of numbers he was putting up, saving everybody on Marijois, it's an automatic upskill. 15 years ago, a major incident occurred at the Holy Land of Marijois. My slaves are running away. Yeah, that's too bad, brother. The cells are broken. Hurry, or do you want to be their pet forever? Because he was a slave. He was a slave as well. That's right. He fought Shamrock. Damn it, is that a God's Night? This dude fought Shamrock. Oh! He blocked the attack with his chains? Or did Shamrock do that deliberately? Because if that's the case, why? I'm wondering. I'm wondering if he like aimed his chains at Shamrock's attack and broke himself free, or that was an accident, or for some reason Shamrock freed him. I need a motive if that's the case. Listen, the armory will be left unlocked for you. I'll tell you Shamrock freedom, or is this Shanks? Wait, this might be Shanks. Shanks might have helped. This is Shanks. This is Shanks. Because there's no way this is Shamrock. If it is, why? If it is, why would he do this? This has to be Shanks. I love the concept of Shanks having a twin, because whenever you see a silhouette like this, you don't know which one it is until you see their motive. So there's no way this is Shamrock. This is Shanks. I love that concept. I love that concept of him having a twin brother. It's narratively perfect for a situation like this. For a situation where we saw the person that may be him or his brother having a meeting with the Gorosei about a certain pirate, it's perfect. It is so perfect, bro. This is a good example of how to use the twin trope in a manga / anime. This is great. Oh my god. Shanks was there when Fisher Tiger freed the slaves. Oh my god, he's doing more numbers than Dragon. He's putting up more numbers than Dragon. I'll tell you the location. Oh, wow. Yo, Shanks is more of a revolutionary than Dragon, bro. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Gunpowder? Hurry, big sis. Sandersonia. There's someone out there. Someone fighting to free us from this hell. Oh, man. Look at that. Look at Koala. Hurry, Koala. You have to run. This attack on the Holy Land was carried out by Fisher Tiger. In the wake of this incident, he would go on to become the captain of the Sun Pirates. Yep. Shanks made Fisher Tiger who he was. Oh my god. Yeah, if he fought Shamrock, he was definitely dead. If he fought Shamrock, he was definitely dead right there. Shanks really made... Oh man, this kind of ruins. Okay. I don't want to bring up any conversations of this matter, But does this decrease the reputation? Does this destroy the reputation, or kind of weaken his reputation? Because we know the full details of Fisher Tiger, and we know like he didn't really do all this alone. Like it wouldn't have gone up in flames if Shanks did not free him and show him the location of the armory. I'm so surprised. And you know what? My brain is braining right now. Why else would Shanks do this? You know? I think Shanks set off... And this is... I think... How many years ago was this? This is 15 years ago? So... 15 years ago, before the present... post-time skip included... Luffy is 19 right now. So he's 4 years old at the time. What age did he get the straw hat? I don't think it was 4 years old. Or was it? I'm not sure. Hold on. How old was Chapter 1 Luffy? He was 7 years old, so this is 3 years before Shanks met Luffy, so he still has his other arm. And he definitely has that scar from Blackbeard. So Luffy he was 4 years old. Roger's long dead. Where's his straw hat? Is it behind him like how Luffy wears it now? Because Shanks used to wear it on his head at all times. So I'm guessing it's behind him, or he's covering it up behind the cloak, behind the coat. Like it's the straw hat's behind the coat, or he left it on his ship with another crewmate. This is definitely Shanks though. This is definitely Shanks. I'm thinking like his motivations though definitely run deep. He was not on the last island, so he doesn't know a lot about the truth of the world, you know? But Roger did tell him something very, very important that must have like changed his brain chemistry and was like, okay, it's time to change the world. It's time to flip the world like Roger did, but even more impactful. Cause I'm going to God. I'm not God Valley. I'm going to the land of the gods, Marijois, and I'm going to cause a ruckus. I'm gonna do something here, bro. So he set this in motion probably because not only of the personality he developed and because of the nurture from being on Roger's crew, but also maybe the final words that Roger told him. He spoke of, and he was like, I'm sure that also included his lineage, and he was like, you are blood related to these people. And I'm sure Shanks didn't like to hear that, so he's trying to change everything. He's trying to change things. Yeah, man. Shanks really was a revolutionary in this moment. Sounds like it was pretty rough. They say someone with the government must have left the armory open for them. Now it's up to... And imagine if like Shamrock was to blame for that, and he was like, "What? I wasn't there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And then they have to explain like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you had a long lost twin brother, so it could have been him." They say someone with the government must have left the armory open for them. Now it's up to us to find the culprit. I can't wait to execute them. Oh my god. There's someone I want to introduce to you, Harold. His name is Shang. My brain just turned off after reading that. There's someone I want to introduce to you, Harold. His name is Shanks. So this is when Shanks went back to Marijois. Why is he in God Knight's drip? I don't like this. I don't like this. Hold on. Hold on. Oof, oof. Shanks, don't do this to me. You just freed the slaves. Maybe this is a front. Maybe this is a front. This has to be a front, right? There's no way you're actually citing. There's no way after everything you went through being on Roger's ship since you were a baby, that you go back and you side with your evil ass family. You are like a triple agent, and I can't tell which side you're actually on, bro. Like, are you playing pirate? Were you playing pirate this whole time? Do you really care about your crewmates? Do you really care about your friends? Is that like a great front? Like, did you wash Kid as a front to show that to keep up the act that you really care? His name is Shanks. I'm thinking he is in God Knight's drip. I'm not liking this panel. I'm hoping this is a front, and he went back down and became, cause this is like 30-something-year-old Shanks right here. He met Luffy 3 years after this. Zoom in on him. I need to see that design. Why are they not showing his full face? I'm scared, bro. I'm so scared. He's Shamrock's younger brother. They were separated a long time ago due to circumstances. He suffered many hardships in the surface world. If he were to form a deep sea contract, I believe... So he hasn't done it yet. Shanks, don't you ever... Shanks, don't you ever... I swear if you did this... I swear if you made a contract with Emu, I'll never forgive you. I believe he'd make a great asset on par with Shamrock. Shanks, I will never forgive you if you made that contract. For the time being, however, he's been given the rank of God still, just like you. So he really is a God's Knight. So he has a shallow contract, like Harold. Well, okay, he's not a God's Knight. He's not a God's Knight because he has a shallow contract. He has a shallow contract. So he's still God Steel. That means Gunko wasn't a God's Knight during God Valley. Because she was also God Steel. So she was in the state of a shallow contract. So that was before her. That was before her aging got frozen. Because that was 50 years ago. Brooke was still alive, back then. Wow. Okay. I know I said the same thing when I first met Shamrock too, but I can't shake the feeling I've met you before. That's interesting. Did he meet him when he was on? We've never seen Harold and Roger interact, have we? So when he's saying I can't shake the feeling that I met you before, he probably saw him on Roger's crew, on Roger's ship. If he did meet Roger. I don't know what you're talking about. Yo! Fresh scar! Fresh Blackbeard scar. He still got the bandages on him. He's trying to shut that down. He doesn't want to get caught. He doesn't want to get caught and say that he was on Roger's crew. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're just some giant commoner from the surface. What? Don't act so familiar with me. This gotta be the greatest acting of all time. I was blessed from birth with Figurlin blood in my veins. Have no doubt I'm going to become a knight of God before you. I guess I mistook you for someone else. Yeah, look at his face. Look at Shanks' face. No, Yo, give him the Oscar. Give him the Oscar, bro. Whoa. Whoa. Yo, fresh. Oh my god. Fresh Car Shanks. 4 years ago. I can't believe this. 4 years ago. Or 3 years before meeting Luffy, I mean. Oh my god. What happened? Okay, so he's faking. Okay, yeah, because he freed the slaves. He's faking that he's going to become a god knight now. What? At what point did he finally decide, like, all right, it's time to give up the act. Now I'm going to form my crew. Did he even form his crew at this point? I don't even think he did. Or no, he did. Like when he left Buggy, I think he set off. He met up with Ben Beckman. He got some of his other crewmates maybe. Or I don't know. Like if he did establish his crew at this point, did he tell them like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be back. I'm plotting something on Marie real quick. I'll be back. I'm telling you, I will be back pretty soon. But for now, I'm gonna be plotting up on the Holy Land for a while. So I'll see you guys later." Did he do that, or did he do that, or was he on his own sailing? Then he met up with Blackbeard. Did he try to recruit Blackbeard? Maybe no. He was on Whitebeard's crew at the time. Teach was, and that's right. We don't see Teach. We don't know what happened to Teach or Aris. We don't know what happened to them because the years passed. We didn't get to see that. Oda, don't think I forgot. You just glossed over whatever happened to Teach and Aris on whatever island Kuma sent them to. We need to know more about that. What are you doing? You can't just skip over the years. He's trying to distract us with new Shanks information. I don't forget. Don't you think I forgot about Teach? Come on, Shamrock. I wish to deepen my knowledge of the Holy Land. So he's fresh. He's fresh on the Holy Land. He just got here. I'm thinking he already has his crew down below in the surface world. I'm thinking like he's already met Ben Beckman and everything. Then he had his fight with Blackbeard. And now he pulled up to the Holy Land to try to infiltrate. I shall apprehend that traitor to claim the credit I deserve. This dude is he is SpongeBob trying to look for the culprit, but the wanted poster is his face. He's Zoro on Wano looking at his own wanted poster. I wonder who that could be. I shall apprehend the traitor and claim the credit I deserve. Are there any leads? Oh my god. Are there any leads? Get him out of here. Yo! Oh my god. This is like some Kira. This is some Kira task. This is some light Yagami task force energy right here. You talking about some are there any leads? This is some light Yagami Kira case task force energy. It's like L, if I was Kira, then such and such. It can wait till your wounds are fully healed, Shanks. You cannot fathom the anguish of having the last 24 years of your life wasted. No wonder the rest of the world seems so alien to me. Oh, that's Shanks saying that. You cannot fathom the anguish of having the last 24 years of your life wasted. No wonder the rest of the world seems so alien to me. Oh, he's fake. Yo, he is so... Yo, you are a grade A actor. He's talking about the world seems so alien to me. Brother, in the previous panel, you were partying it up with, with the rest of Roger's crew. What are you talking about, alien? What are you talking What are you talking about, alien? Look at this dude. This nigga, yo, having the time of your life. What is you talking about? Yo, this acting is great. I love it. I love it, bro. God still devotee. That is hilarious, my dude. Wait, okay, Shamrock. This is important to know. I gotta remember this. Shanks is. Wait, his arm. His arm is gone. Wait, are you serious? Oh no, no, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Oh my god, almost. I'm like, what the hell? That almost mixed my brain up. I'm like, wait, timeline. Hold on. Okay, his arm is still there. His arm is still there. I was getting ready to say, my dude. All right, so it's still there. He is left-handed. Shanks is left-handed. Shamrock is right-handed. That's a very important detail we gotta remember. I'm sure other people already knew that, but I forgot that detail. Harold knows. Harold knows. I hated everything down there. This is some grade A acting. This is some grade A acting. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling anybody. But most importantly, you're not fooling me, Shakes. That is so crazy, dude. Hearts? Everybody, they got fangirls, ogling over Shanks and Shamrock. Oh, Marisha? They're celestial dragons too. I know they ugly. I know they ugly. That same year, again with that same year. Come on, narrator. What are we doing? The fishing village of Elbath. It's no good. My medical knowledge is too limited. Let's call Harold and see if he can get us in touch with a more skilled doctor. Imagine they call up Crocus. Don't. He's got a lot on his plate now. Who's saying that? So somebody's voice here is wary. Look at this. Oh no, they're sick. They're sick, bro. Context. Come on now. They're sick. What's the point of fostering a network with the government if we don't use it? That is true, but uh I can recover on my own. Oh, she's gonna die. You keep saying that, but you're getting weaker every day. You have to be better, Harold. You have to be better. Harold will be heartbroken if you don't, you know. Motto, keep the tavern open. This motto, yeah, that we saw in the present with when Shanks pulled up. No way, how can I when you're this sick, Ida? Whenever Harold's home, he always goes straight to the elders and begs them to allow you and begs them to allow you to legally marry. That fool he knows I'm happy with my tavern. I enjoy befriending sailors from all over the world. Hyrodin, where you at, my boy? It may not be much, but I feel like I'm helping Harold by doing that. Hey, foreign hag. Oh, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know that she's like deathly sick. Loki, cook up this meat for the old hag, will you? Oh no, he does know. I thought he pulled up to say like, hey, old hag, cook this bull up for me. So they're saying, okay, he's nice. That's a nice little thing to do. The tavern's my main hangout spot. I want her to reopen it. That's cool. That's cool, Loki. Good grief, that troublemaker has it has ground of wait has grown out of hand. I said ground. Oh my god, has grown out of hand. I'm glad you've been able to keep him in line, even when Haruden and his friends away. Ooh, they were venturing. Okay, this is where Haruden was. 15 years ago, man. Wow. Looking for a doctor. Wow, they're both looking out for her. That's so sweet, man. Oh shoot. Oh no, that's so tragic too, because we don't see her in the present story. We know she dies. Oh, that's so tragic, man. Your boys really love you. Spread page down below. That's the last page. Everyone's blowing this out of proportion. I'll be fine, but it does make me smile. Elbath, Alcohol Village, hometown of Loki's birth mother. Oh, we get to see this witch. We get to see this witch's background. Huh? What did you just say? I see some gas to the left. I haven't seen that. Okay, I was gonna say I haven't seen that in a while, but we just got through a God Valley fight, you know. But I see some silhouettes. I'm pretty sure. Hometown of Loki's birth mother. Huh? What'd you just say? I gotta put my hand over it. That's a lot of gas. That's a lot of gas. Hold on. We were talking about how utterly unbearable it'd be to let that foreign bitch worm her way into the royal family. Even the other members are out for her. What? You're with us, right, Loki? We're Estrid's relatives. Okay, that explains it. She was Harold's true wife. We can't let anyone have a claim on our inheritance. Did they poison her? Don't tell me they poisoned her and made her sick, bro. I swear. That's why I slipped a dose of poison. This stuff is fatal. Her days are numbered. Oh, Loki killed this man. Yeah. Don't even care that this is your relative, bro. Just take them all out. Just take them all out. Destroy this. Destroy this entire side of Elbath. This shit needs to be cleansed. This side of Elbath needs to be fucking cleansed. Mato, we can't hold off on ringing Harold anymore. On it. We may not be related by blood, but I see him the same way I do Hyruden. Loki is still my cute little son. Little Loki, hey. That's what you get, bro. You gotta die. You gotta die. You gotta die. He had a hammer back then. Ida isn't really gonna die, right? I can imagine how the voice actor is gonna say this line. I still remember my birth mother. She hated me. She had me thrown into the realm of the dead. Who gives a shit about inheritance? Your whole family is nothing but trash. Now answer. Ida won't actually die, right? She's the only mother I've known. Break his neck, bro. Break his fucking neck. I bet you must get pretty lonely, right, Loki? Wouldn't it be better to stay with us? Ida's son referred to Loki. I hope these sound effects, right? Because I can't fully read katakana that well at the moment. I hope these sound effects right here are bones cracking. Make him a straw hat, bro. Make him a straw hat. Just make him a straw hat, man. He's on the crew. He's on the crew, bro. He's on the crew. He's been through so much, man. I'm just thinking back to it, like the as a newborn he was climbing up from the realm of the dead with like very strong amounts of tears and rolling down his faces, dealing with being ostracized, finding the only person that really cared about him as if she was his blood related mother, and then his actual blood related family trying to, well, not trying, they successfully tore that down. In disbelief, he, like, this is gut punching me. I've never. This is gut punching me more than the Kuma flashback. I don't know why. The Kuma flashback should have been enough to have me like almost on the verge of tears, you know. This is actually hitting me. Page this page right here is actually hitting me. Especially after figuring out why the chapter is called Ida's Son. I'm thinking it's Hiruden this entire time. Hiruden was only mentioned like twice in this chapter, and we only see him once in this chapter, you know? And then we see all these Loki panels. It's hitting me right now. It's this is hitting me. This is and I'm just thinking about like how even after this he gets framed for the death of his real biological father, and then sent to, then he fights Shanks, and then Shanks puts his ass in back into the realm of the dead and locked away. Or was it Shanks that did that, or was it Hiruden? I don't know. Somehow he found his way into the realm of the dead and got locked down there. Oh, this is rough, man. Damn. Yeah, just make him a straw hat, man. Just make him a straw hat. He's been through equal amount of pain. You gotta put him on the team, bro. Put him on the team during the final battle. He would already be with the crew. I'm sure Luffy is either gonna call them up or somehow the Grand Fleet is gonna pull up to the final battle. He gets to have an interaction with his brother Hyruden. That's gonna be cool, man. That's gonna be so cool. So just get him on the crew already. Like, please. That'll be amazing. That'll be so amazing, bro. Oh man, shit, that hurt. This page hurt. I'm gonna scroll away from here now, but get me off this panel, dude. I don't see a break next week at the bottom, so we're likely gonna get one unless there's some weekly shonen break I'm not aware of at the moment. So much information just got unveiled in this chapter. So much, man. Look at this. So many new concepts, so many things that were mentioned back then thousands of chapters ago that are now being finally shown. Hundreds of chapters ago that are finally being shown to us. Things that are being cleared up now. More characterization on not just the Gorosei as a collective, but individually, the way that they speak, kind of like symbiotically almost, you know. The giants, like the mentioning of giants joining the Marines back then, when it was like Saul explaining how that worked, and it started because they started recruiting them because of how hectic the Great Pirate era was becoming. It was because of that they started recruiting Marines, giant Marines. Man, this chapter, man. Okay, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna take my time with this one. I gotta calmly like digest this chapter. That was heavy. That was heavy. I don't know why Kuma's flashback was so much more disturbing, sad, heart-wrenching. I don't know why this is getting to me. The Kuma one should have been got to me.